and welcome to another episode of Diaspora Network, where we celebrate Nigerians making significant strides around the world. I'm Juliana Olayinka. On today's episode, we explore system standardization and process optimization for business improvement. Our guest is Anthony Onwodi, a business planning manager in the UK with expertise in strategic operations and supply chain management. But before we dive in, let's catch up on the latest news in the diaspora.
Nigerians living abroad can now obtain their bank verification numbers online. This is following the launch of the non-resident bank verification number platform, NRBVN. The initiative, which is a collaboration between the central bank and the Nigeria Interbank Settlement System, is part of measures to improve financial inclusion, accelerate diaspora remittances, as well as improve investments to the country. Governor of the Central Bank, Mr. Olayemi Cardoso, during the launch, explained that the onboarding of more Nigerians to the non-resident bank verification number platform is expected to improve monthly remittances to about $1 billion. Mr. Cardoso also listed plans by the Apex Bank towards reducing the cost of diaspora remittances in sub-Saharan Africa, which currently stands at 7%.
With the introduction of NRBVN and complementary policy measures, we are optimistic about achieving our ambitious targets. A goal we believe is entirely achievable given the growing trust and convenience in formal remittance channels.
Nigerian-born Canadian Associate Professor of Theatre and Research Chair in Socially Engaged Theatre at the University of Regina, Saskatchewan, Taiwo Afolabi, has been named a 2025 3M National Teaching Fellow. The award is Canada's most prestigious recognition of excellence in educational leadership and teaching for post-secondary educators. Dr. Afolabi is one of 10 educators nationwide to receive the honor in 2025. Among his many contributions, he is a recognized leader in socially engaged theatre with a global teaching footprint spanning 5 continents. He founded the Center for Socially Engaged Theatre, CSET, a hub for interdisciplinary learning and social transformation, and co-created the Arts Leadership Training Program, which empowers Black, Indigenous, and people of color artists and art managers in Canada. Dr. Afolabi is not only shaping the future of arts education, but also building bridges across cultures and disciplines, both nationally and internationally. Nigerian celebrities stole the show at the 2025 Met Gala with standout appearances that showcased their unique styles and interpretations of the superfine tailoring black style theme. Among those who graced the prestigious event are Afrobeat sensations Burna Boy, Tems, Ira Star, and literary icon Chimamanda Adichie. Nigerian-American actress Ayo Edebiri also turned heads in a stylish custom outfit by Ferragamo, embellished with coral beading, paying homage to traditional Edo attire. Another Nigerian actress who stole the show at her very first Met Gala is Ego Onwodi. She rocked a custom 3-piece suit by Christopher John Rogers. British-Nigerian actor Damson Idris also made a show-stopping appearance that seamlessly blended high fashion and theatrical flair. While stars shined, Nigerian designers also stood out behind the scenes as this year's event featured more than half a dozen African designers making outfits not just for African stars, but a diverse slate of celebrities. Bespoke clothing outfit with an African-inspired fashion line, Deji and Kola created ensembles for American professional football player Jonathan Owens, while Ugo Mozier made an unforgettable mark at this year's Met Gala, designing and styling several guests, the most commanding being Diana Ross. He crafted an 18-foot train gown for Diana Ross featuring intricate crystal bead details embroidered with family names. And that's your Diaspora News Wrap.
We've been following the activities of the Nigerians in the Diaspora Commission as they continue to engage citizens both home and abroad through various programs. Let's take a look at some of their latest initiatives.
My brothers and sisters in the diaspora, this is an opportunity for you to keep.
The chairman, Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Mrs. Abike Dabiri-Erewa, has called on the Nigerian diaspora to actively engage in the country's ongoing reform efforts. In a video message, she highlighted President Bola Tinubu's introduction of a new executive directive known as the Nigeria First policy. According to her, the policy is designed to prioritize Nigeria-centric matters, promote locally made products, and provide homegrown solutions to government procurement.
For the first time in the history of our country, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has signed an executive order for what is known as the Nigeria First policy. Now, this policy prioritizes everything Nigerian first. It promotes homegrown solutions to government procurements. So my brothers and sisters in the diaspora, this is an opportunity for you to key into this initiative. This is an opportunity for you to bring your expertise, your knowledge, your talent back home to Nigeria. Here at the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, we are here to work with you and work for you. So let's hear from you and let's share more conversations about this new policy of Nigeria First. You can get all the information about this new policy on our website. So let's look forward to working together, my brothers and sisters in the diaspora. Only we, as Nigerians anywhere in the world, can grow our country.
The NITCOM boss also received 12-year-old Amazing Grace Salami, winner of the inaugural Spelling Bee in Nigeria at the Commission's headquarters in Abuja. Amazing Grace, a student of Green Path Preparatory School, Abuja, is representing Nigeria at the 100th edition of the Scripps National Spelling Bee in Washington, D.C., marking the nation's debut in the prestigious competition. Mrs. Dabiri-Erewa commended the young champ, describing her as a source of national pride, while emphasizing the significance of Nigeria's participation in the global event.
We're so proud of you. Thank you so much, Amazing Grace, for this extraordinary feat. And as you go to the United States to represent your country, Nigeria, you're going to go very far. Amen. We keep saying that as of tomorrow, but I don't know whether we're going to wait this long, but people like you, I see you at the very top in Nigeria. So congratulations again, Amazing Grace. You truly are Amazing Grace.
My participation in this competition has grown my confidence, focus, and vocabulary. Now, I'm preparing for the international stage in the US with help from former Ghanaian Scripps finalists and mentors. Nigeria and Ghana are the only two African countries participating in this competition in the US. While this is Nigeria's first time, this is Ghana's 18th year at Scripps B. I'm proud to represent Nigeria, her resilience, creativity, talent, and vibrant spirit.
By combining system standardization and process optimization, businesses can achieve significant gains in efficiency, quality, and customer satisfaction. In our special report this week, we highlight some examples of Nigerians in the diaspora making impactful contributions in this area.
Supply chain management is known to significantly impact business performance. This is because effective strategies can mitigate risks and improve performance. Operations and supply chain experts are significantly contributing to global economy in diverse sectors, including tech, oil and gas, manufacturing, agro-processing, and more. Many Nigerian experts in the field are making waves with their exemplary contributions in Nigeria and diaspora. They are actively engaging, collaborating, and bringing strategic approach to optimize processes and drive operational efficiency. Logistics and Supply Chain Executive Ayodele Adenaike is a leader in supply chain transformation. He has held executive positions and pioneered innovations in different organizations across Nigeria, Ghana, and the United States. His leadership blends operational efficiency, strategic foresight, and digital innovation. He's passionate about workforce development and smart logistics, making him a frequent contributor to industry conversations in Africa. Another hands-on procurement and supply chain professional is Olushola Olalekan Hambolu. He has over a decade of experience across various industries. He has managed multiple programs and organizations across Africa. Shola's educational background includes an MSc in Purchasing and Supply Chain Management from Robert Gordon University, Aberdeen, and a BSc in Business Administration from Ahmadu Bello University. He is a member of the Chartered Institute of Procurement and Supply and a member of the Council of Supply Chain Management Professionals with numerous professional certifications in supply chain, lean, Six Sigma, and continuous improvement. With experience in managing supply chain risk in Nigeria, these and many more Nigerian professionals with strong supply chain backgrounds are helping international companies mitigate risks, improve resilience, while driving environmentally friendly and socially responsible operations.
Now let's turn our focus to our guest, Anthony Onwodi, a business planning manager in the UK and CEO of Onward Transcends.
My name is Anthony Onwodi. I work in the planning department in Clean Air.
Anthony Onwodi is a seasoned strategic operations and supply chain expert with experience spanning the UK, Canada, Sweden, and Nigeria. With a background in supply chain management, production planning, and process optimization, he helps businesses achieve efficiency and operational excellence. His career journey began with a degree in mechanical and production engineering from Enugu State University. He worked in Shell Petroleum Development Company as instrument technician and offshore planner in Port Harcourt.
Growing up in Nigeria, for me personally, was a bit eventful, I should say. As a kid growing up, I was actually born in the northern part of Nigeria. I'm originally from the Niger Delta. I'm from Delta State, from a town called Ela, specifically in Delta State. And I was born in the north, and because of the nature of my father's job at the time, my dad was hardly around. Because of, like I said, the nature of his job, I had to quickly learn how to fix things myself, helping my mom. I do have an elder brother, but he was either in boarding school somewhere, because most of us went to boarding school, attended boarding school. And then I developed that knack for fixing, electronics and, sometimes supporting my mom fixing a vehicle when a vehicle broke down, the then beloved Beetle that she drove at the time. So that naturally drove my interest towards wanting to study engineering.
A few years down the line, he traveled to Sweden for his master's in industrial engineering and management, specializing in manufacturing systems. He bagged a second master's degree in computer informatics in Sweden. He then moved to Canada as an international exchange student at the University of Ottawa. Anthony worked in Maple Leaf Food, Toronto as a quality analyst and industrial technician, and eventually moved to England to work with Procter & Gamble and has lived there ever since.
So there in Procter & Gamble, I started working as what they call site integrated planning, learned how to use some of the enterprise resource planning ERP systems and help plan and schedule the manufacturing of the product that was made in that plant. And subsequently, from that environment, having studied industrial engineering, so that was also manufacturing environment, having that opportunity to bring about my transferable skills and core skills in supply chain management, continuous improvement. I did that role for about 3 years and moved on to in the interest of career advancement, and also I also have my own business called Onward Transcends, where I help organizations, companies, individuals with process optimization, supply chain optimization, business process development, and continuous improvement, knowledge management as well.
Currently, he serves as a UK planning manager for Belden Incorporated, a global leader in networking, security, and connectivity solutions. His expertise spans supply chain management, production planning, material control, inventory management, procurement, logistics, and process optimization. His data-driven approach and expertise in advanced analytics empower businesses to make informed decisions and build resilient supply chains. He's passionate about knowledge sharing and helping businesses adopt international best practices to improve their supply chain operations.
When we return, he shares more on his journey and insights on strategic operations.
I have been working in the supply chain space for several years now, and I've gained several knowledge, experience that I've used in helping advancing companies, improving their business strategies, improving their business processes, optimizing their supply chain, and all the different tools and qualifications, certification, knowledge that I've gained over the years, both from my master's degrees that I've gotten as well. I felt like it was about time. The time was right that not only to start something for myself, but to give back to my community. So for Onward Transcend, my focus is really in Nigeria. The focus is to look at opportunities to improve businesses, improve the private sector, the public sector, optimize business processes, apply some of the lean Six Sigma. The last time I was on your network, I mentioned Lean Six Sigma tools, which emanated from the Toyota production system, which is from Japan. And the Lean Six Sigma tool, kind of what it does, or Lean, so to say, what it does is it imbibes the Japanese culture into the technological or manufacturing or work environment or workspace, bringing that culture of continuous improvement, Kaizen, gradual continuous improvement, error proving, identifying errors, and making sure that you do not make those mistakes again. That is called Pokayok, Gamba, go look see. Instead of you believing that someone is doing what they're supposed to be doing, do an observation, observe the process, make sure that they're doing the work right. That is Gamba, and is a Japanese terminology. And there are methodologies and systematic approaches to applying all these processes in not just work environment, but in our daily lives as well. And I believe that this systematic approach of process improvement, continuous improvement, process development is what has enabled the Western organization or the Western society, and studying engineering as well, is what has, this is part of the observation over the years, it enabled the Western culture to not just become very advanced, but continue to stay advanced and continue to stay competitive in their organizational, industrial achievement and advancement. And I believe that if we can bring some of that structure to our business processes in Nigeria, begin to teach people or to support, even if it's small, medium scale enterprises and the larger enterprises. I know that the knowledge is there. I know that a lot of people are already applying these technologies in Nigeria, but my interest is to go big, create that awareness, create that knowledge of the importance of continuous improvement, process improvement, system standardization, and business process improvement. And that is the drive for Onward Transcend. The challenge for me is, sometimes when we start a new venture or a new pursuit, you have that desire to make it big. You want something to happen right away. But after a while, you begin to realize that it might take a while. You might need to do more networking. You might need to spend more time in studying the, the 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 business space or the business environment. For me, the biggest challenge is uh, living here in the United Kingdom and working here still full time and trying to network and navigate the Nigerian workspace or work environment to identify opportunities where I can come and apply my services. Because I could apply those services here in the UK. The demand is here in the UK as well. But like I said, my focus is really in Nigeria, and it's creating that network and having that time to break into to break into the system, so to say, to provide those services. One of my proudest moments was when I worked as a planning supervisor for a company, and I was, because of how quickly I had been involved in the process development and also managing the supply chain processes for that company. I was earmarked to be one of the it's called super users to support the implementation or transition from a legacy system to a new system. And I got really involved in that project, and uh, that project became a big success. And my site or my plan became the model for rollout to other plants as well. And subsequently, I was involved, massively involved in supporting other plants to implement their system. So I became the go-to person really quickly. And I was traveling to Mexico, I was traveling to Germany, I was traveling to South Africa, I was all over the globe supporting this implementation. And it wasn't because of the travel or the recognition, it was because of the fact that I was able to pick up the system. Maybe I lied a bit. The recognition is important. It is extremely important that you recognize for your hard work, and I did. That was one of the factors that motivated me. Supply chain encompasses the management of goods and services from what we call cradle to grave. That is from the extraction of the raw material or manufacturing of the raw material. Let's say it's gold, for instance. You extract the nugget from the ground. Throughout the processing of that, all the logistics involved in it, all the money transactions involved in it, all the way to um, um, using that to produce a final product, say a mobile phone, and then also managing the disposal of that finished product. So all the different intrinsic processes are involved in that process, in that manufacturing process, falls within supply chain. So it is an area with massive job opportunity that anyone that is interested in, especially for those that are looking to migrate abroad from Nigeria, especially, this is an area that you can really easily find a job for yourself. And I'm talking about roles being specific and not just being generalistic. I'm talking about job roles like uh, purchasing, material planning, production planning, supply chain analyst, production analyst, material analyst, data analyst. We're talking about um, a document controller, demand planning, and commodity planning. So there's a lot of jobs within the supply chain network. There's logistics, warehouse management, transportation, and yeah, so people can easily find that you can transfer skills from your previous roles in and use them to find a space for yourself in supply chain management. I have a very, very supportive and understanding wife. My wife is she's a medical doctor herself, and because of the fact that our career allows her for a bit of flexibility, so in this part of the world, you have to find a way to make things work. So with kids and having a family, there's a lot of conversations and discussions that needs to go into deciding how do you balance things out and make things work, and it's constant communication, constant revisiting, and like because I'm a planner, naturally I tend to bring my skills from my work skills into life as well, and it does help. It does help a lot. So we're always planning things in advance, being a bit more strategic in our approach. But then again, we have to go on holidays so like they say, when in Rome, you behave like the Romans. And for me, I think that is one of the I shouldn't say mistakes, but that's one of the opportunities that some Nigerians miss when they're in this part of the world. You see that the people here, when they walk, and they travel, and there's a reason for that because they need to decompress, and that is something that we also do. We work hard, and when the holiday season comes, we'll make sure we take time out to travel, see the world, but also always as Christians and people that grew up from Nigeria, always looking at opportunities to help people, and that is something that is that gives giving always has a way of giving back to you as well. My final thought is that it's talking about supply chain, talking about living abroad, talking about having the Nigerian background, Nigerian tenacity, a doggedness of Nigerian. And I believe that these are really, really good things that people listening, if people that are probably interested in working in this space in supply chain can pick a few I should say notes or lessons to support them in that area. But then from those of us that are living in a diaspora, always remember our roots, remember our background, remember where we're coming from, having that, all the knowledge and opportunity to learn from the advancement of the Western culture, looking for an opportunity to give back, because they say tiny drops of water make the mighty ocean.
You can find more inspiring stories of Nigerians making their mark on the global stage on our YouTube channel and website, channelstv.com. Until next time, I'm Juliana Olayinka. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.